Hello everyone, and welcome back to Agrarian Skies. So last time left off, we were doing a whole ton of research, and I still don't have the research that I'm looking for. And I think I know how to get there, but first things first, today we're going to try something a little bit more applied science, or applied magic, whatever. We're going to start by making a wand focus of illumination. And we're going to make him out of 8 Ignis, 12 Lux, and 8 Potentia, which I think we can manage. I have 64 Potentia. I have Ignis, 34 Ignis, and where is my Lux? There's my Lux. So let's snag all of this. Bring her over to our alchemical construct that still doesn't work properly, but that's okay. This is basically the same recipe as Niter, right? Niter is like saltpeter. Oh, let's go. Oop. Alrighty, so I need glowstone. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Oop, not too shabby. And let's see what we can't accomplish here. Noisy machines, noisy machines. Okay. It's kind of nice that this is a recipe in here instead of somewhere else. You're not gonna do it, are you? Of course not. Let's try the other way around. There we go. Boom. Cool, we got it. And I can apparently dye this thing? Yeah, cool. So, maybe let's try that out. Well, now that I have a wand focus, we should actually probably make another piece of equipment next. So, let's start with that. I don't know that I've made one of these already. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Okay, so let's make that first. I assume I have the research for it complete? Yes, I do. Focus pouch. So, we need a mundane belt, which I can make pretty easily if we don't have one stored away somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 leather and 1 piece of gold. So, nothing too difficult. Let's get to it. So, mundane belt. If I had one, it would be at the top. Yep. Okay, now I need a singular piece of gold, and then I have leather growing in my farm, so let's go get that. And then all we have to do is go back up stairs and make one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just got cow tipper without actually interacting with a cow at all. At no point was a cow involved in the process of crafting this leather. But oh well. Alrighty, so here we have ourselves. And then all I have to do is put this guy in, and we have ourselves a focus pouch. And now what this guy allows me to do is I can put it in the belt slot right there, and then all I have to do is hit F. Oh, that took the wand focus of illumination out of my inventory. Then I can hit Shift F, that is Control, Shift F, to remove it, and now it's no longer on my person. It is instead in this pouch. So you can keep the pouch on you in your inventory if you prefer, so you can look at what you have, or you can just leave it on your belt slot, and easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So that takes care of that. So next thing I want to get is I actually would like to buy the wand focus of warding. You know what? Maybe today we can make a whole bunch of wand foci. So what was I missing for Cognitio? That's right. Okay, this is not working now for some reason. Do I not have any Spiritus? I do not have any Spiritus. I barely have any Victus. Terra and Aqua are in pretty good standing, so I'm going to make a whole ton more of this. Let's go up to 20, shall we? And then down to 10. And then let's go ahead and make 8 of you, because why not? Oh, right. I need another star for this guy. Okay, so that's not an option. Well, that's really all that I was interested in. Okay, well. Next thing I want to research is the Flux Scrubber, and I should probably get one of these under construction, just in case some of my infusions go south. Does this need to be powered? Yes, it does. It needs to be powered with the air Vs, so that's not an option anyway. So that's fine. Okay, so in that case, let's focus on achieving what I said we were going to achieve, which is getting that last section of stuff unlocked. So the easiest way to go through that is to get a whole bunch of warp, I believe. So, and that'll allow me to finally start getting around to making my warp tutorial once we start unlocking some of that stuff. So first things first, the Rod of 9 Hells, which is actually a really fun wand focus. It basically allows you to summon bats that attack enemies. And then you can upgrade them to vampire bats. We're not going to look at that because it doesn't require, because it doesn't use warp, or doesn't give me warp. That's fine. One thing I can check out left in this tab of the Thaumonomicon is I need to get magic staves first. You can also not work on that anymore. Thank you very much. You can keep chugging along for me. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Magic staves. And here's our other guy. So move 3 more, please. There we go. And there's a little bit more warp for us, and allows me to make a bone staff that will store 150 Vs of each type, and it will slowly replenish its missing Perditio. So there you go. As long as it's below 10%. So it will at most only recharge back up to 10%. So that's a thing. So that's pretty much all the warp in that tab. Have we done all the warp in this tab? Yes, we have. What about chemistry? Alchemy. Alchemy, that's what it's called. Similar to chemistry, but not quite. It's the precursor to chemistry, that's for sure. So I believe if I get you, yes, you'll help me work towards those. So what we just unlocked is basically the ability to duplicate items so long as you have the correct essentia. So that's neat. Next is entropic processing, which is the ability to turn stuff into their cracked versions or to gain extra bone meal from bones. Unfortunately, that's rendered completely, basically obsolete by the implementation of the pulverizer. But if all you had was Thaumcraft, definitely helpful. Alrighty, so next on our list is these two. So let's try Liquid Death. This is actually very handy. And what this allows you to do is it allows you to kill any mob. It's like a lava blade for mob farms. So basically, any mob that touches this is going to start taking damage and die. And however, once they do die, not only do they drop their items, but the aspects that that mob is comprised of are also converted into crystals. So basically, I believe zombies are made up of Humanus, Exonimus, and something else. So I would get Humanus, Exonimus shards, as well as normal zombie drops for each zombie killed by this method. So if you can find a mob that is made, you know, primarily of an aspect that you need a lot of, it can be a very handy tool. You can just store up the crystallized essentia, and so on and so forth. Which we should probably make an essentia crystallizer at some point. Alright, so next thing is we should probably look into a bottle of taint. So for that I'm going to need Vitium. Fortunately I have quite a bit of Perditio. So there we go. And basically what this allows me to do is it allows me to create my own tainted area if I so choose. However, if I was going to do that, I would choose a much different method for doing so that we'll unlock a little later on. But the other method has the added benefit of occasionally generating a random node. So if I was going to spread taint, I would do it in a way that gives me something valuable. Yeah. So that does it for all the warp in this tab, I believe. I don't think any of these will expand, and I'm pretty sure neither of these are good for that. So let's return back to this tab, and a lodestone is in order. Ooh, and I am out of air, which means I can't get any more Aurum. So let's focus on something else while we wait for this to produce meaningful results. I can work on advanced golems, flesh golems, and that's it in terms of golemancy. So let's do that. For you, I need 6 cognitio. Fortunately, we already had some. Oh, there we go. Another one of those. So let's go ahead and research that. That gives us a ton of warp. You can see the forbidden knowledge, it says taboo. So the modifier associated with that, it indicates how much warp you're going to get for researching it. So something to be mindful of. Motifs, unfortunately, I believe is air. Yeah. So we're not going to be able to do that one either. That's unfortunate. Any other advanced node jarring? That would be nice to have. That would allow me to transport nodes without damaging them. Yeah, let's research our lodestone now. Lodestone, whatever. Lodestone. And basically what this allows you to do is it allows you to track down sinister nodes. Which is helpful, just not in Agrarian Skies 2. To be perfectly honest. Let's see. So that pretty much does it for this tab as well. So now we need Motus, Spiritus. I can at least get Spiritus up to 7. I can get, hello, Permutatio up to 3. Motifs I can get up to 2. Lovely. So Golomancy is not going to pan out for any more warp. Apocrypha is always a good one. So let's get the Living Wood Wand Core. My cat just made the weirdest noise. And did it again. Why? Okay. So you can make a wand out of a living wood, which allows you to charge it with mana, as opposed to with V's, which is super nice. Let's see. I need Victus. There we go. So now I can also make a Blood Rod, which is basically a wand core for blood magic, so you can recharge the... it'll recharge itself off of your own hearts, so you're going to want to be careful with that. Although it will not drain you past 3 hearts to recharge itself, but it will recharge itself based on your blood network. So if you have like a setup like I have, where I have a ton of LP stored up, you can just implement that. You have your soul network and it'll drain to refill the wand, so it's actually really handy. I might end up making one of those 2 wands, just because V's is a little hard to come by. I can recharge by just sitting at my mob farm and hacking and slashing away, but that also gets me a ton of junk, which isn't fun. So, yeah. Alright, so there's a ton of warp in this section of the book, so that's nice. I think we could check out the wand, the Infernal Wand Core, so let's check out that. How much was that? Minor? That's okay. So it takes Pride Shards, which kind of sucks, but anyway. It holds up to 150 V's and slowly replenishes its supply of Ignis up to 20%. While within the Nether, the wand will also replenish other aspects up to 10%. So it's like a Blaze Rod wand core, except that it holds a little bit more. And if in the Nether, it will recharge its other aspects, not just Ignis. So slight advantage over that one, but not a substantial one. Alright, so this looks like it's a good one. This is an enchantment we can put on something. Gives me a moderate amount of warp, and it allows me to enchant with Wrath. You need more excessively violent weapons to kill things with. Enchanting is a good start, but there's only so much sharpness you can squeeze onto a typical sword before it starts to liquefy and sprout daisies instead. Your weapons aren't just killing things hard, just aren't killing things hard enough. To amend this, you've created a special enchantment to force more violence and death into a weapon. The Wrath enchantment increases the offensive power of a weapon, but is still compatible with Sharpness, Bane of Arthropods, and Smite. So basically, Sharpness plus. This has a dangerous rating, so let's do that. That should bump us up quite a little bit. Still not enough. So Chameleon Tools are like 3 tools in one. When first enchanted, right-clicking while sneaking with the tool in your hand. With the tool in your hand changes it to a blank new enchanting slate, allowing you to enchant it with a completely different set of enchantments. Each tool can hold up to 3 separate enchantment sets, which can be alternated between by right-clicking while sneaking. So these are actually really cool. So I could have a Fortune, a Silk Touch, and... well, I could have a Fortune and Silk Touch pick in one. I could have a sharpness, a band of arthropods, and a smite sword in one. I could have a... okay, shovels aren't really that versatile. Or neither are axes, to be perfectly honest. But I could do that stuff. Okay, next. This is mostly harmless, but I guess I might as well take it. Some monsters just really boil your blood. Skeletons always clacking around and using you for target practice. Creepers blowing things up like they own the place. So basically just a higher chance of beheading. Beheading animals. There you go. Not animals, monsters. Higher chance of beheading monsters. So that's nice. Now, I believe I can get further into this stuff if I research these more. Unfortunately, that requires something that I just can't get. This, however, very much possible. All I need is a little bit more of you and you. Oh, that's not how I do that? Okay, that's fair. Umbral roses would be a nice research to get, but I'm in no hurry to do that. Okay, that's gonna do it for the... oh, there we go! So here's our first warp effect. Oh no, I have this stuff? Oh. Okay, this is really bad. Why did this have to be the first effect? Oh man. So I have a warp effect. And what this does is this one in particular, what was it called? Fluxeria, makes me put flux goo all over the floor wherever I am. Flux flu. I have no idea what flux flu does actually. I just know that it's not fun. So regardless, what this allowed me to do is it gave me access to the Eldritch tab, which also gives me not quite yet. But it does give me the wand focus of disintegration, although I think I got that from researching Liquid Death. Yeah, probably actually. There are a few things in here we'll have to research, but my first priority is to keep going in here. So the wand focus of disintegration, yeah, Liquid Death, that's what unlocked this. Basically, it's a killing laser beam. Or no, not a it's a mining laser beam, like the wand focus of excavation, that instead of giving you the blocks, it, oh my god. Mining fatigue. Okay, I may have done this too quickly, and now we have quite a lot of problems. Ugh. Oh, we're actually at time for today, so that's going to do it for this one. So thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed all that fun stuff, as always. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment. Any and all feedback is very much appreciated. And now that I am this far with the warp, I can finally start working on the tutorials. So you can look forward to that coming out sometime soon. So I'll see you guys then. Bye for now.